My comment section died off, so hopefully this is going to be better. But if you find this video on the interwebs many years down the road, I'm just doing some live stream trout fishing in the middle of December. North Branch Raton River. Let's see if anybody comes back. If you're back, let me know. I don't know what happened to my chat function. All right. Just gonna lower the bobber a little bit. All right. Hey, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, I apologize for that. My chat was frozen, like frozen completely, like ice. I don't know if you guys saw me, but I walked over there, over that ice. That ice has to be like 4 or 5 inches. And yeah, now I'm here. There's a little pocket here. I'm gonna fish it, and then we're gonna go down. The little blue ribbon that says that they put fish in here. I'm probably gonna fall through the ice now. I know. We are back. It's so cold. The chat froze. Like, just watch this. Eventually, I'm gonna fall through the ice, and I'm gonna be as graceful as possible. I mean, I feel it coming on. It's just gonna happen, man. I'm standing on ice right now, but you know, not for long. Hold on, you know what? I always wanted to do this. Can I just go skating? Whee! Whee! Oh, dude, this is awesome. I'm like a little kid. Hold on, let me do this again. Being unemployed is great. Let me do this. Oh, shit. Whoa. Dude, this is great. Wow. All right. Back to fishing. No, I'm good. Did you see me ice skating? Ice skating and talking to myself on a random Wednesday. That's what we're all about. Yeah, the chat totally froze last time. That's how I figured it out. All right, here's what we're going to do. Don't worry, Paul. I am not going to break anything. People like me, my ancestors survived because not because of our intelligence. It is very hard for me to break anything. Small brains, big bones. Here we go. Let's see. I'm just gonna walk on ice here. All right, hold on. Hey, what's going on, Rizwan from Pakistan? How's it going, buddy? I know it's warm out there right now, right? In Pakistan. Well, in case you want a little bit of flavor in life, here's the snow. All right. Nah, it's way too shallow there. Hold on. It's like a little pocket. Hold on, guys. What if I just toss it down the stream and slowly reel it up? I know F4C probably would not like that. But let's try it. Thanks, Jim. Well, we just started streaming, but it is nice. Thanks for the likes, guys. I gotta tell you that ice skating was a lot of fun. I should. I think I have a pair of ice skates at home. We should. Next time we're not doing good as fishermen, we should just ice skate. All right, let's keep walking down. I don't like this place. All right, let's fall through the ice here. Huh. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Okay, anytime now. Let's go. Well, here we are. Now you gotta get out of here. Well, hold on. Let me just go this way. All right. Hey, what's going on, Daniel Benedict? You driving to the store for sesame oil? Dude, sesame oil is awesome. I use sesame oil when I eat bluefish. If I catch small bluefish, I use sesame oil. All right, here we go. We made it through. Hope you guys are entertained. We just went through there. And there's a little pocket there. So I'm gonna go down the river a little bit and I'll toss it in. You can see the ice floating by. There's a little pocket there I want to cast into. Oh God, I just put an espresso machine on Facebook and my phone is absolutely getting blown out by people. I don't know. Everybody needs a used espresso machine. Thanks, Paul. What's going on, Natalie? Demon, are you done fishing in Poland for a while now? I know you told me that you can't fish until almost springtime. I mean, late springtime. I know you guys are not allowed to fish pike at this time. But you can't do any type of fishing? You can't even go ice fishing? For like any kind of species? No, Nathalie, we got nothing. We ain't got nothing right now. All right, it's super shallow here, so we're gonna keep moving. You gotta find a hole. There's no fish here. I don't want to waste it, guys' time. So let's go find a hole. See how shallow it is? I don't think that's a hole. Oh, let's try it. Yeah, fishing in waders, super liberating. Right now, it's actually bouncing right off the bottom. That's actually a good spot. Hold on, let's try that. So I'm tossing it out the stream and I'm slowly letting it kind of drift down into that hole. Lee, buddy, what's going on? Yeah, we got both pike and muskie in Jersey, but I haven't explored them yet. Maybe I promised Demon I was gonna pike fishing, but I didn't do well on that promise. I will go pike fishing in the next 6 months. Please don't say that, Natalie. Oh, that's right. You guys do have a dish that you serve, like I think it's December 24th. I forgot what date. You have a carb dish as part of your 11 meals, right? It's like I remember that because my Polish friend has that. His mom will make like I forgot how many dishes you have to make, but you have to make all these fish dishes as part of the tradition. I remember that. My mom actually used to do that a long time ago. Let's see. Wait, Paul, are you actually so Paul, in the Netherlands, you guys catch and release carp? Because here in Jersey, they're considered invasive fish. Well, you know, because obviously it's a little different. But in New Jersey, New York, most of the United States, carp are considered highly invasive. And the directive from the New Jersey wildlife is that if you do catch a carp, I think it's still like that. You have to not put it. You're not allowed to, you shouldn't put it back. Basically, that's what they say, because they're very invasive here. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of too late because they're everywhere. But it's the same thing with snakehead. I just don't want to run into a bear today. That's one thing I'm not looking forward to. And there are black bears around here. Let's see. Only catch and release, or you get a fine from. Oh, holy crap! Are you serious? Wow. Said, how are you doing? So you saying Paul is saying that if you keep carp, there's a $500 fine. That's so wild, man. It's so interesting to talk to different people from around the world, because in Jersey you're technically supposed to not put them back in. I didn't know that. Jeez, and Paul is a warden, so he definitely knows his stuff. We catch and release carp here. We can take them, but we don't like. Yeah, carp is not the best eating fish. Oh, you're also from Netherlands. Natalie, you're in the right spot. Paul is from Netherlands. All right, so I learned something new today. That's definitely interesting. That in Netherlands, you cannot keep carp, and if you do, it's a $500 fine. That's wild. Because in Jersey, we have a huge issue also with those jumping carp down south. Yeah. Wow, look how pretty this is. It's like something out of a poetry. Look at that. Hey, Randy, what's going on? Randy Jones. This is definitely a very shallow part of the river. I don't think we're going to get much action here. I'm just looking for a better hole to fish. Yeah, fishing with waders is super liberating. Can't believe I didn't do this earlier. Now I want to go fishing with waders everywhere. So I'm just letting it drift down. I basically walk the river, I find a decent hole, and I just drift that power bait act down. That's the only way to do it really right now, based on what I know. They're so slow, and they're so they don't want to move really. You have to do it. Sometimes you have to do it about, if you find a hole, some guys say you have to do it 15 times just to put it in front of their face. Hey, Doritos soda bottle. I'm a little cold, but I'm wearing, how do I say it? I have really thick wool socks. I have waders on, and I got boots. And I'm all right. I'm not struggling. Trust me, I'm a big time complainer. If I was cold, I'll let you guys know. Last time we were live stream fishing, I got my feet wet, and that was probably the coldest I've had my feet in the past 5 years. I could not feel my feet when I got home. I think that's how people get frostbite. You actually don't feel the pain until you try to unfreeze them. When you try to unfreeze cold feet, man, that hurts. Let's see. When we did that change, Paul, it ended so you could win specific size, but I'm not up to date. I never did it with carp anyway. Paul says that we see it as poaching here, so your license will take from you 400 euro fine, and you have lots of carbs where you retake also if you're fishing stuff, also what's in the car. Yeah, so they do that too here when they catch poachers. But I think you guys are much better than that at catching people there. Because I remember when I was in Iceland, there was like fish police everywhere. In Jersey, if they catch you, they take all your fish. Usually fish gets donated to like people in need. If they catch you with a bear, they'll donate the bear to like a special kitchen where they... So basically they use that, whatever you poached illegally, they will not throw it out. They'll actually donate it to an organization that feeds people. But yeah, those are big fines. But there's a lot of poaching going on in Jersey. A lot of guys go out at night, especially for fluke and striped bass, and just not enough people catching them. Like we fished almost, let's just put it this way, we fished almost every day, right? I have my license here in my front pocket. I haven't seen anybody checking their license. I haven't seen a guy from the no warden, no park ranger. Like if I were to try and look for one, it'd probably take me a week to find one. So the situation is, that's why people poach here. Like how many, like I fished at least 200 times this year, and I have not seen a warden. Catch and eat perch, roach, zander, and trout. Oh yeah, well those are all good eating. Yeah, Paul is not no joke. He's like, Paul is, I called him the Morgan Freeman of the fishing community. He's in everybody's stream. He supports everybody, teaches people how to fish, and on top of that, he has a full-time job, and he's a warden on top of that. And he catches some serious sturgeon. All right, let's keep walking. This is not the best spot of the river, but we did find a little hole. That's why I keep casting here. I'm going to do one more cast. I'll let it drift down, and we'll keep walking. I can probably fish for the next 30 minutes. We got a lot of driving to do today. How you doing, Riza? How you doing, Win-Win? Here, the Dutch Sportfish Club is paying almost €1 million every year to put by cities nice mirror carps in the water all over Netherlands. Oh, nice. It's so interesting that you mentioned that. I thought carp was always an invasive species, at least, but that's because of my mentality here. Because a lot of guys will complain that they saw carp, this and that, but it's completely different in the Netherlands. You can actually lose your license for a year and get a $400 fine for keeping carp. That's wild, man. That is wild. All right. Let's see. Ever see Bigfoot? Jeff, I am Bigfoot. Look, I got big boot. Today, I Bigfoot. Let's see what else you guys say. Same here in Florida, Paul. The fish police can take your boat, car, all your gear. It's serious offense if you are taking fish out of season or over undersized. Yeah, in Florida, I think it's much. I've seen a lot of videos. So it's interesting if you go on YouTube, like fishing YouTube, and you search for a video of somebody getting arrested, it's never from New Jersey or New York. In New York, they're really crazy on Salmon River because there's a lot of poachers. Like I know a lot of Eastern European guys poach, not only poach, but they improperly fish. They snag salmon in the Salmon River. And there's a lot of wardens there giving them tickets. You actually cannot even... So my father-in-law's friend, he basically was putting the fish back in the river, and he didn't kick it. He just moved it with his foot, and he got a $350 ticket for that. I wasn't there to see it, but I'm just telling you, I don't obviously think that's a good idea to do that. But yeah, he got a $300 ticket for... it was one of those spawned out salmons, and he wasn't keeping the fish. He just wanted to like move it. Those are big fish, and he just put it back in the water with his foot. Which, do I support that? No. Out of nowhere, the warden popped out and gave him a $300 ticket for that. It's pretty wild. Oh, nice. 8th place. That's a good job, Nathalie. Randy Jones says that's wild. They also have power. Yeah, fishing police probably do have more power than police because they have less BS to worry about, right? Because I think being a regular cop, you're basically active all day. The fish police, they probably have a one good job a day, maybe every 2 days. Yeah, Natalie, we didn't know you existed. We've been live streaming like this for months. And now we ran into another person from the Netherlands. You know what? This is actually a good hole right here. I'm gonna drift this again. Let's check. Yes, Jim. 3 years back, I catch a poacher on eels. I get extra police on the spot, and we take all the nets. His car. The police have broke his door. Take also everything there. Wow. 8,800 euros. That's $10,000. 10 grand. How many eel did he poach? I know eel is a big thing here too, but it's glass. Was he catching glass eels to sell them to Asia? Because there's a whole documentary about that here. Actually, the FBI was involved. They caught a guy in Maine poaching eels, and he was reselling them. He was basically buying up poached eels from all over East Coast, and he was selling them to I forgot which Asian country, but it was like insane amount of money. He was making millions of dollars a year. It was like same as drug trade. But yeah, eel is like a staple of restaurant food in Asia, in Japan. And as you know, I catch eels too, and I keep them. He had 38 eels in the car with no big ones, and had over 200 in a big pond with fresh water in his garage. Oh my God! So I know what he was doing. He was basically growing. He had like an eel farm. Oh, that's good that you got a warrant to search his house. Dude, that is a wild story, Paul. I need to meet up with you in the next couple of years. You got some war stories. I'll share my stories from being a medic. They do not involve eels, unfortunately. But that is wild. So that dude was trapping eels. He was probably feeding them and growing them because you cannot. It's really hard to make eels reproduce in the wild, in the captivity. Well, nobody can do it. So he was basically catching baby eels. He was raising them in his garage, and he was probably selling them to the restaurants for like $10 a pound. Or maybe he was shipping them out. Send the snow south, Gary. Let's see what Jim says. Fish police in Florida is FWC, Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. So Jim, actually, most of the videos I've seen interactions with fishermen getting fines, especially for redfish. I think there's a lot of redfish has like a very specific limit, and they were like literally 1/8 of an inch off, and huge fight with this guy. And most of the videos I see about poachers, not only poachers being caught, but fish police being active, are usually from Florida, Maine, and I think Oregon or Washington State. But you never see it from Jersey. Like, we do not have a lot of people that patrol the waters. Like I said, I have not run it. Like, nobody checked my license. I haven't had my license checked. And since probably in the past 15 years. Please send the snow south. Our water temp here is the low 40s. If it's going to be cold, let us know. I agree with that. Hey, James Lele, I haven't seen you. I'm sorry, I missed you coming in. Yes, eel, but live eel. The eels have to be live to catch striper, from what I know. I think you can buy them about 10 eels for about $25 right now at the bait stores. Oh, he was catching them and smoking them. I got it. Canton Maybury. I'm using a Daiwa Presso. You can see. Can you see it? Let me just not drop it in the water. It's a Daiwa Presso. It's not expensive. It's not cheap either. It's like $69, $70. Yeah, that's. Hey, Gilles. Yes, Jules. Jim is in Florida. I don't know where James Lele is from, but I think he's from the Northeast. I think he might be either from, I forgot. I'm not going to guess. Let's see. But yeah, Canton Mabry. It's a Diva Presso. I'll show you the model number if you want to check. It's not the Diva Presso Air. That's $200. Here. You see it? It's model number 702 ULFS. And great rod. It's an ultralight. And it looks damn nice. It's a great rod to fish with a bobber. All right, let's keep moving. I hope I don't slip. Let's see. I really don't want to slip and fall. Didn't have high expectations for fishing today, but at least I got to hang out with you guys. Tomorrow I'm going to the Cancer Center. Friday I might be able to fish. And for those of you that don't know, I'm just going to say it one more time, and I'm not going to repeat myself, but for 3,000 subscribers, I decided to donate my T cells to the Cancer Center. I usually do that anyway, but this year I wasn't going to do it. But they really need donations. And if you want to do something nice around the holiday season, and if you're healthy, try donating either your blood or your plasma, because they use it they put it to good use. At least try donating blood, because the blood banks are always low. Jim, is that sort of snapper? Yeah, the redfish, that's the right one, Jim. Where's Jim at? Yeah, that's the video I watched. So one guy caught a redfish. It was like 26 inches and 7/8. And you know how you can measure the fishtail differently depending who's measuring it? Well, the guy's going back and forth with the conservation guy and ends up getting a huge fine. He's trying to let the fish go. The fish is not being able to. It was like a set video. But yeah, Florida fish police do not mess around. All right, I'm going to put my phone back on my holder and try to walk this. I'm sorry, guys. I just got to... Ooh, it is slippery out here. What's interesting, though, and a little sad, that I haven't seen any fish. I don't have a... Oh, I just caught myself. You see that? I still got it, man. I did a big slip. But I caught myself on the way down. And we're still doing great. I basically stepped on like a sloped stone and just did the good old... There's a hole over there. We can try fishing. I don't know. I don't have much confidence in this spot. But who knows? I'm going to throw it upstream and just kind of... What I like about the snow, you can throw your stuff on the snow right like that. You see it sitting there? And I can just pull it into the water. See what I'm doing? And I just pull it into the water and let it just drift down right by the edge of that ice. You never know, I might catch a trout right at the end. Thanks, DCP. Feed, what's going on? Steven Jovanovic, how you doing, man? Hold on, let me zoom out, because I'm like... Alright, so what we're doing is... I'm probably at the tail end of my fishing for the day, but I'm just drifting that power bait right along the edge of that ice, hoping for a bite. No, Jules, I'm good. The fingers are not cold, but thanks for asking. Hold on. I think I just saw something. Give me a sec. No, the fingers are actually, for some reason today, the fingers are nice and warm. I am not cold. I did almost go for a little swim. Hold on. Let's do it again. So I cast it on the ice. Bring it over to where the hole is. Drop it in the water. And let it basically drift down. Hold on, where is it? You see that little, right in the middle, you see that little bobber? So it's just drifting along the ice. And the beauty of it is like when you have waders, you can find the spot. Because look, if I was trying to fish off the bank right now, right? Look, this is the bank. How could I fish that? Basically, it would be impossible. But we just kind of walked over here. Got it, Jim. I think I only have about 10 minutes left in me because I gotta run and get my kid off the bus. But I appreciate you hanging out, Jim. It's very nice of you. My fishing live streams have been pretty non-productive for the past month and a half. So I'm always very thankful to you guys. And yeah, make sure you're not wearing your nice clothes when you're painting. I used to work Saturdays when I was in school as a painter, and yeah, don't wear any nice clothes. Make sure you have painter's clothes. We got about 10 more minutes. I'm just gonna walk down the stream. There's another little place I want to fish. I'm just not gonna fish these little holes anymore because there's not much action. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk down. You see that right there? We might have some luck over there. Let's check. You never know. Might catch a trout at the end of the stream. It is super slippery, though. If I had felt bottom boots, I would not be slipping around like that. All right. Just don't want to fall. Almost there. Stay with me. Almost there. I always wonder if there's poachers that come here and catch this fish because they put so much trout in here and I can't find a fish right now. Ooh, gotta be careful. Almost there. Thanks, Paul. That's very nice of you to say that. Hey, Cole Regional Diaries. What's going on? We're in Jersey, not too far away from PA. I always say that the nicest people I meet are usually from PA. At least in person. When I sell motorcycle parts, I used to sell a lot more. But people that I dealt with from PA, always much nicer. Ooh, it's a big bird. Huh. No, we don't have to use barbless hooks. Leslie Byram 8934 asks if we have to use barbless. So there's a region in Jersey. It's called the Can Lockwood Gorge. So you're not allowed to use barbed. You have to release all the fish, and you cannot use barbed hooks. But everywhere else, we're just fishing for stock trout. We're not fishing for, like indigenous species. And you can definitely use and keep a rainbow trout in Jersey. I'm really going to walk down to that hole right there. And that's going to be the last one we fish today. There's a nice little hole over here. Yeah, I know, Paul. I know exactly where I'm going right now. That's why we started off fishing 2 deep holes in the beginning. But now I ran out of spots to fish, but I figured, okay, so there's a spot right here. Look at this. It's nice. This is a decent spot. I'm just like fall through the ice right now. Give me a sec. Woo. All right, so we're gonna fish. There's a hole right there. You see how steep that is? So we're gonna fish this hole for like 5 minutes or maybe 10. I just dislodged this. I'm telling you, I'm like the squirrel from the Ice Age. You know squirrel from Ice Age? I just do all the damage and and then I try to fish in the ice that's coming down the river. All right. So I casted it right there. There's a hole, but it's not as deep as the holes we fished before today. That's why I'm a little worried. Wow, 130 viewers. It's nice. Look at this view, though. It's beautiful. Thanks, I appreciate it. Do they need to be a certain length there? Well, let's put it this way, Coal Region. They put in trout that are usually all legal size. They're pretty big. Like in the fall, all fish are usually at least a pound. And most of them are close to a pound and a half, 2 pounds. So it's really like, unless I'm going to catch a trout that's a native brookie trout, which I've never caught here before in my life, they're all legal size by default. Because Jersey has a very low population of native trout left over. Those I would never keep, obviously. But all the trout that gets put into the water, nowadays it's only rainbow trout. If it's stocked by the state, they're all legal size. I know in PA, you guys have so much more trout because you have you have the Appalachian Trail, you got the mountains. In Jersey, we have less of that. Grumpy, this river most come by a lake. No, there's no lake by this river. Paul says 120 people didn't have hit the like. How amazing, guys. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate the looking out. The views will caught your eye. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, Coal Region. That's usually like that's what it is in New York and PA and northern regions of Jersey. But like I know that all the trout that they put into this waterway will either one, it's a north branch of the Raritan River, which actually feeds off the Delaware River. One, in the summer, all these trout they'll pass away. They will not make it because the river gets mid-70s. It's too hot for them. I don't know what a native brook trout is, but I know in these sections of the Raritan River, in the north branch, the rainbow trout will not survive. Brown trout is really hard to find. There's some spots here that you can find that you can catch browns that are left over from private fishing clubs. But in reality, we're basically only catching stocked fish. Like you can see that rainbow over there. I mean, rainbow. You see that blue ribbon? That blue ribbon was left there by the NJA DEP when they stocked the rainbow trout. Paul, he's traumatized by likes. It's all good, Paul. I appreciate you, man. All right, it's 2:27. I gotta run home. I haven't caught a trout today, but I implore you, if you didn't buy waders yet, go out and buy yourself a set of waders. It's my first time fishing waders in my life, and I had an absolute blast walking up and down this river. It's only 35 degrees outside, but I didn't feel it at all. Let's see what else you guys say. My river is you know Susquehanna River. I know that. Oh, it's a beautiful spot. You have a very, very special childhood there. That's basically like Chattanooga River for people from Tennessee, from Virginia. That's a beautiful place. Yeah, here in Jersey we got Raritan. We're on North Branch of Raritan River. We got Delaware, obviously, but it's too far away from me. And we got a couple of, but most of the rivers are very dirty in Jersey. There's some super fun sites still cleaning it up. Yeah, that's basically what I am right now. I'm a fishing dad until I go back working full time. Alrighty, let's see. Jules is free when you come. Jules, don't fight with Paul, man. Paul is he's the Gordon Freeman of YouTube live streams. All right. You guys can probably talk to each other in French too, Jules and Paul. All right, guys, listen. Look, you like the hat? I know it's my Rugger support hat. I'm gonna run home. I appreciate you coming out to fish with me. I'm sorry I didn't catch any fish. I'll be back out there, hopefully Friday. And once again, I'm always thankful for you coming to fish with me. I don't catch much fish. I feel like I have an imposter syndrome. I have so many people in my chat and my live stream that, you know, it makes me appreciate you guys. All right, I'm gonna run, and I'll catch you on Friday. All right, guys, have a good one. And if I don't see you before if I don't see you next few weeks, I'll have happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you guys. All right, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.